Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Gino Lamont.
And I'm Elizabeth Bobian. You saw it here live last night only on KMIR-6 News at 10 and 11 o'clock. A family desperately searching for a missing companion dog after he disappeared from the front yard. 9-year-old Dominic Cumo is the only child in the world diagnosed with Lou Gehrig's disease, and his dog Kipper helps keep him alive. Last night, KMIR-6 got involved in helping find Kipper. We printed hundreds of flyers this morning and contacted Riverside County Animal Services, and they joined the search. This afternoon, they found Kipper. Our Giselle Puente was there for the search and the happy reunion. Giselle.
That's right, Elizabeth. I spent the entire morning with Dominic and his parents as they searched for Kipper, the 4-year-old Shih Tzu. They started where the dog went missing in a Cathedral City neighborhood. 9-year-old Dominic and his parents went street by street, calling out his name, Kipper, 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 and putting up flyers, all to find the 4-year-old Shih Tzu that stays by Dominic's side.
I never had a dog. He's my only one.
He's able to tell us if Dominic is not breathing. So it's hard to come by a dog like that.
Dominic's dad, Matthew, says Kipper helps keep Dominic alive. He is the only child in the world diagnosed with Lou Gehrig's disease. KMIR called the Riverside County Animal Services and suggested they join in the search, and they did. They sent a team of 6 volunteers to help.
Well, we're going to do what we can do to help you find Kipper, okay?
Okay,
we're going to try our best, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
The team drove around the neighborhood, and in less than 2 hours, they came back with a surprise for the family.
Nice! I did it! You did it!
A happy reunion for Dominic.
This is amazing. This is amazing.
The Animal Services team found Kipper just a few blocks away.
So we ended up progressing on our search and moving over to another shopping center, and it just happened we came around about to enter the Stater Brothers, and there the dog was.
A man was trying to sell Kipper, and one of the volunteers recognized the dog. He says he was thrilled to return him to Dominic.
That brings a little, my eyes welled up a little bit to see him. I mean, he was so happy, and the dog, to see how happy the dog was, it was just beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
They did it. We couldn't have done it without all their help. We wouldn't have been there.
It is an amazing story, one that we were happy to be a part of. The Cumo family is here with us now, as well as John Welsh from Animal Services, also a big part of the search and rescue of Kipper. And we're also with our star, of course, here, 9-year-old Dominic and 4-year-old Kipper.
3-year-old.
3-year-old?
Yeah, almost 4.
Okay, well, Dominic, I want to hear from you first. What was your reaction when you saw Kipper again?
Well, it was amazing because I hadn't seen him for like 40 hours, and it just feels really good to see him again.
I know, you told me you were in shock, weren't you?
Yeah.
Tell me about last night. You said last night was a really rough night for you.
Yes.
What did you go through, not having Kipper there?
Terrible things. I had dreams of never finding him.
Yeah, a lot of nightmares, huh? And usually Kipper is right there with you, sleeping with you.
Yes.
But you had a little piece of him last night, didn't you? What did you sleep with?
I slept.
His service dog jacket?
Yes.
Yeah, you told me you were going to keep him close to your heart, and you did.
Yes.
You held out hope, and we found him. Tell me about Kipper as well. Mom, Dad, Kipper had a bad night last night, too.
Kipper had a much worse night than we did. Yes, they kept a rope around his neck and choked him so bad that all the blood vessels broke, and his blood everywhere in his eyes, and his neck is swollen, and he just was so lethargic. And he's getting better and better as the hours go by, but we had him checked out, and they also rubbed his eyes in the sand.
Just amazing. But
Why?
he's going to be okay. There's going to be a
fine.
lot of TLC.
There's no broken bones. There's
right.
no. Yep.
Okay, now, John, we want to talk to you about this effort to find Kipper for Dominic. Has Animal Services ever taken on anything like this or seen a case like this?
No, it was, we used to have a saying, before we had all our budget cuts, we used to have a saying like, let's think outside the kennel run. And I actually did use that phrase again today. I asked my boss for permission to to put the word out to our colleagues and our volunteers to just go into the neighborhood and canvass the heck out of it. And fortunately, my boss says, yeah, let's go do that. And I think we were all just blown away by this story. And you know, quite frankly, I did not think it was going to get resolved this fast. I had this optimism that it would get resolved within a day, maybe, but in an hour. I mean, we were only out there maybe about an hour or so, and to find the dog was pretty miraculous.
And you said some of the people that went out helping, they volunteered their time out there, and they weren't their positions were not to be going out and looking for animals.
Right. You know, it was really great because a couple of the guys that actually found the dog, I mean, one of the gentlemen works, you know, handling calls from the public and a lot of paperwork. The other gentleman actually is an animal care technician that handles cleaning the kennels. He's inside the shelter all the time. So to be out in the field, they actually felt like, you know, working like CSI special detectives, and they felt really thrilled to actually be on the hunt for this dog.
And Mom, how are you feeling? Tell me the reaction as a mother.
Just relief, just relief. And when the vet at Banfield said he was good, more relief.
And tell me how big of a part Kipper really is of Dominic's life and what he does for him.
Every day. I mean, they're like inseparable. The dog prances if you move Dominic off the ventilator, and for him not to be there is just, you know, it's just unreal.
Well, and he's saved Dominic's life 3 separate times.
3 separate times, yes. And he will tell us also if he's in any sort of medical distress. And
alert you to the fact to come and help.
Well, we know because he won't leave, period. And normally he'll eat and he'll walk around the house and he'll ask to go to the bathroom, but when Dominic is sick, he won't leave his side ever, days at a time. He'll just
knows.
Stay right there.
Dominic, what would you like to say to all the people out there that watch the story, we're out there looking for Kipper, and help find him and bring him back to you?
Well, thank you so much. I really, really thank you. Thank you so much.
I can't imagine having another night for you without having Kipper there.
No.
We are so happy to have helped and to be a part of this and help bring Kipper back to you and see you happy and see Kipper happy. You really are just a shining star, and we're happy that you came to us to help you.
Thank you, Nan.
You're welcome. All right. Now coming up at 6 o'clock, we're going to find out from Animal Control just how they knew where to look for Kipper and bring him back to Dominic.